Are unattractive people really treated differently? I never treat people bad based on appearance, and I never saw it happening myself. I've come across some posts of how some people are treated badly or differently because of the way they look. Yes. And there are actual studies that confirm this. Physically attractive people are more likely to be hired, receive shorter jail sentences, receive more empathy from others, etc., etc. I had this friend at work who was like supermodel hot. I loved going places with him because it was like visiting another world. Everyone was so friendly, chatty, and offering to bend over backwards to make him happy. I've never been treated that way once in my life. When I was in high school, this one kid shouted out, "Hey ugly," then he proceeded to tackle me. I didn't even know the guy. So yeah, to answer your question, unattractive people are treated differently. Much easier to dismiss, I'd say. Attractive people will have others coming out of the woodwork to treat them well, help them out even if not asked for it, and make their lives easier. Unattractive people don't get those perks, and are in a way expected to get back in their lane if they complain about it or try to leave that lane. Attractive people say looks don't matter. Wealthy people say money doesn't matter. Check out a bunch of memes for the rest of this. 100%. As someone not considered attractive, I am one of the most forgettable person. People from school or work barely remember me. You never went to school? As a person who lost 70 pounds and actually looks better. Yes, and a lot worse. Oh my god. Yes. I've personally experienced both. I've been conventionally unattractive, very overweight, acne, unkempt hair, and conventionally attractive thin, clear skin, healthy curls, a youthful looking face at different points in my life. The difference is night and day. People did not treat me like a person before. They would either look right past me like I wasn't there, or they would look all over my face at my acne but never at my eyes. It honestly makes me upset sometimes when they treat me like a person now in ways I know for a fact they didn't before. In a group conversation, the most attractive people get heard first. Have you lived in the woods by yourself your whole life? This happens all the time. Especially if you're an attractive woman. You can get by with a lot. As far as unattractive people, you may be bullied when growing up. But from then onwards, if your looks haven't changed from conventionally unattractive, and you're not very sociable, you might just be ignored by a lot of people, to say the least. Fortunately, when people get older and mature more, a lot of people really don't care about how you look and would have no problem socializing with you. They just might not be romantically interested. Yes. They're ignored or discredited or talked down to. People aren't as inclined to help them either. I'm oldish, but I look totally different with hair, makeup, wardrobe. I look kinda old hag if I go out plain and not brush my hair. It's long and I don't care what I'm wearing. Totally different experiences out in the world. I'm invisible if I'm a mess. I'm also pretty tall and skinny, so if I dress up I wear clothes well. But yeah, it's also about the perception of your success or money. So wearing nice jewelry helps a lot. I've always been pretty, and yes, I was always treated nice. But I'm also very polite. Yeah, I dropped 40 kilograms and noticed a big difference in how I was treated. This is the one area where discrimination is real, persistent, and accepted. I've been a size 8. I'm now a size 22. I used to be able to go for a walk without strangers yelling fatty at me. Now it's almost an everyday occurrence. As far as getting treated differently, I would say you're just more likely to get ignored and overlooked. I have friends who are on both sides of the scale. I think I'm just in the middle, and it's insane how much more attention and just overall perks in life my conventionally attractive friends get. A lot of what they say, even if it's complete BS, gets taken more serious and is always paid attention to, as opposed to my less attractive friends who can very easily speak and not have anyone actually pay attention to it. Just go to a bar with different people and see who gets tended to first. You don't realize it when you do treat them differently. We all fall for the halo effect. Attractive. Thin. Tall for men. Deep voice for men. Get you treated differently. Yes. I have been overweight and normal weight multiple times. I'm rather cute when normal weight and definitely can tell the difference. I have to do more to win people over when I'm not attractive. I don't get as many special favors from strangers at organizations. When I'm overweight, I just don't care what people think. And I have been at that stage for a while. But I'm getting older and I would prefer to be treated well again, so I'm going to lose weight again. And see if I can get back to being treated better despite my now middle age. Studies exist that prove pretty privilege is real, and also just look at social media lol. I was attractive as a young adult and now I'm bald and fat, and I can tell you there is a difference in how people react to me. Life was easier when being good looking, but everyone is fake as fuck when you are hot. You think you don't, but you definitely do. That's pretty nature. The bias is not treating unattractive people badly. It's going out of your way to treat an attractive person well. And it's not always even conscious. If you find someone attractive, you often subconsciously want him to like you, so you're nicer to them. I'm a nursing student and very fit guy who is generally seen as a cute or handsome guy. I know I generally get more leeway and praise than a lot of folks at my program. This semester, however, I was ignored, demeaned and talked down to a lot more often when I was in the presence of a more westernized, conventionally attractive, whiter, privileged guy that was assigned in my clinical group. I was having a rough semester, which plays a role, but I could tell the guy was being treated with more baseline grace, friendliness and compassion than me. Pretty privilege with men is definitely a real thing. When I wear makeup and look nice, I'm treated much better than when I don't. Unattractive people are less likely to be trusted. They're judged more harshly compared to attractive people. It's unfortunate, but it's just the way the world is. I used to be quite attractive for a bloke. Then I had 3 spine surgeries over 6 years, 2 in 2021, and I gained over 30 kgs. I've had a lot of shit confidence problems in this time. Many times now. I've been on a night out and approached a girl, and more than thrice I was looked at like I was missing half of my head. So yes, we are. Yes, absolutely. This is the only reason I want to be attractive and thin. Not to get laid, but just to receive basic human respect from people. Good people will be mean, but there's always a pretty perk. People never stopped me to hit on me. They only stopped me to say, "Damn girl, you ugly," or just laughed behind my back pointing at me. People told me to shut up when I tried to talk, while attractive people could blurt out the most BS. And people agreed with them. After I became an adult and lost weight, people are a lot nicer, but my social skills are still zero.